Hello, I'm Alex from the International Department of Beijing Challenge Group. Today, I'm honored to share with you the application of high-efficient phytase. When it comes to phytase, I have to say first, what is phosphorus and what is its function? Phosphorus, known as the element of life, is one of the important elements of bone, muscle, and skin. Where does phosphorus in nature come from? There are three types of plant sources, animal resources, and inorganic phosphorus sources. The plant phosphorus source is represented by corn soybean meal. The phosphorus content is only 0.61% and 0.27%, and its utilization rate is 29% and 39%. The content and the utilization rate of animal and inorganic phosphorus sources are high, both above 90%. Taking corn soybean meal diet as an example, the use of corn soybean meal is large, but utilization rate of phosphorus is low. Why? Because most of plant feed materials are phytate phosphorus, which is an anti-nutritional factor in plant feed materials, affect the effectiveness of mineral elements, combines with protein, starch, and fat, and reduces the activities of endogenous amylase, protease, and lipids. As shown in the right figure, the content of phytic acid phosphorus is common feed raw materials such as corn soybean meal and wheat contains for more than 60%, which greatly limits the utilization of phosphorus. However, phytate phosphorus is not good for nothing. It also has useful value, such as stabilizing corner protecting, removing metal ions, antioxidants, and being beneficial to human body. The more added amount in the feed is inorganic phosphorus, represented by DCP. It's an auxiliary causing phosphorus supplement for animal feed. Although the large use of DCP can be used as a supplement for calcium and phosphorus in the feed, it also brings many negative effects, such as the pollution of soil and water environment. The market situation is also not optimistic. Looking at output and price in recent months of 2021, it shows that the output decreased and the price soars from 0.31 USD per kilogram at the beginning of the year to 0.47 USD per kilogram. Phosphorus is indispensable, but it also brings negative effects. Therefore, it is imperative to reduce phosphorus emission and phosphorus pollution. How to reduce it has become the due social responsibility of enterprises, which have a heavy task and a long way to go. Phytase is one of the most important tools. It's the general name of a class of enzymes that catalyze the hydrolysis of phytic acid and phytic acid salt to produce inositol and phosphate. It has the characteristics of eliminating anti-nutrition, improving phosphorus utilization, reduce the use of DCP, reducing environmental pollution, and better effect to excessive addition. Many studies at home and abroad have shown that addition of phytase is very different. The use of phytase is one of the ways to improve feed utilization. What value will phytase bring? The intuitive value of phytase is to reduce the amount of DCP. For example, corn soybean meal or corn wheat diet release 50% phosphorus phatate, equivalent to 0.7% to 1 to 2% DCP. And the value space is 18.2 yuan per ton and 13.1.2 yuan per ton. However, it does not stop there, but also has great potential value. Its potential value is more important and has a great impact on the design of feed formula. Assuming that Phates can release 50% phosphorus, the absorption rate of zinc, magnesium, iron, copper, and calcium can be increased by 5 to 20%. The utilization rates of crude protein, lysins, methanols, and metabolic energy increased by 1 to 5%, bring value space of 55 to 65 yuan per ton. Challenge Group is a leader and a pioneer in the application of Phates. There are many problems in the application of Phates. Nevertheless, it's still keeping moving forward, research and exploring. What are the problems in the application of Phates? The more prominent problem is that there is a bottleneck effect in the potency and the available phosphorus cannot be evaluated quickly. The enzymatic hydrolysis efficiency of common Phates is 50 to 60%, which is low. There are three main ways to solve this series of a problem. First, improve the several rate through genetic changes, optimize the fermentation conditions, and improve the fermentation effect. Second, establish a stable and scientific in vitro and biometric evolution method. Third, animal demonstration. Finally, the goal of the high fermentation efficiency, high retention rate, high enzymatic hydrolysis efficiency, and high cost performance will be realized, and the high efficiency Phates products will be formed so as to be quickly and accurately applied to livestock, poultry, and aqua products industry. Firstly, through the improvement of gene technology and fermentation technology, the goal of high retention rate of high fermentation efficiency is realized. Please see the figure on the right through the gene integration technology compared with high efficiency Phates. High efficiency Phates still maintain 85% retention rate at 80 centigrade for 5 minutes in vitro. After high temperature, granulating, the average retention rate of high efficiency Phates remain more than 75%, which is 10% higher than that of common Phates. By screening active substances A and the trace elements B in the fermentation process, the fermentation level was greatly improved. The wet weight after fermentation was increased and the yield was increased. Secondly, through a large number of in vitro shaking flask tests and a continuously optimization of the determination method, a scientific evaluation method is finally devised. Through the comparative test of enzymatic hydrolysis efficiency of Phates from different resources upper different pH conditions of simulated animal gastrointestinal trait, compared with ordinary Phates, high efficiency Phates has more significant advantages. Then, based on the establishment of in vitro shaking flask and the evaluation methods, an in vitro bionic evaluation system was formed. Through the evaluation, it was found that advantages of high efficiency Phates were more obviously, which could increase the available phosphorus to 80.55%, in which the release of Phytase phosphorus content for 67.17% of the total phytate phosphorus, while the average effective phosphorus of ordinary Phytase increased to 75%, and the release of the phytate phosphorus content for only about 58% of the total phytate phosphorus. The advantages of the effective Phytase are obviously. Practice tests the truth. Finally, only through the animal demonstration can we really reflective the difference of Phytase. What is the difference between effective Phytase and ordinary Phytase? How much value can the application of high-efficiency Phytase bring? The first animal demonstration is to verify the effect of high-efficiency Phytase, replacing ordinary Phytase on lying hens. The experimental site is in Henan. 2,501 healthy Highland brown laying hens of 182 days old, with normal feed intake and a uniform weight are selected. Under the condition of adding 0 to 8 kg DCP and the ordinary and high-efficiency Phytase. 4 dietary treatment groups are set up. As shown in the table, 115 U per kilogram high-efficiency Phytase is added with 0, 4, 6, and 8 kg DCP. Among them, the total consumption of diet during egg laying period is designed to be 3.5%. The pre-test period is 2 weeks, and the test period is 20 weeks. The results show that using high-efficiency Phytase instead of ordinary Phytase, the addition of DCP in the organic original layer formula feed was 8 kg per ton. While ensure the production performance, the addition of high-efficiency Phytate could appropriately reduce the DCP to 6 kg per ton, so as to reduce the total phosphorus content in the feed and achieve phosphorus reduction and yield increases. The second animal demonstration also verifies the impact of high efficiency instead of ordinary Phytase on lying hens. The specific grouping is shown in the table. For treatment 1, 12.55 kg DCP is added per ton. For treatment 2 to 4, DCP 100 ordinary Phytase is added. For treatment 5 and 6, DCP 100 gram high-efficiency Phytase is added. For treatment 7, DCP 100 gram high-efficiency Phytase is added. The test results show that high-efficiency Phytase can replace ordinary Phytase, ensure the production performance, and properly reduce 2 kg per ton of DCP. So, as to reduce the content of total phosphorus in feed, reduce phosphorus and increase production, and reduce the cost at the same time. The experiments was also done on boiler. The purpose of the experiment was to adding high-efficiency Phytate. Is it feasible to reduce the amount of DCP? The specific group are as follows. Treatment 1, conventional addition of DCP. Treatment 2, reduce 5 kg per ton DCP. The results show that addition of DCP can be reduced by using high-efficiency Phytate, where there is no significant difference in production performance, such as feed ratio, survival rate, and profit margin. Therefore, this method is feasible to reduce the content of total phosphorus in feed and achieve the goal of reducing phosphorus and the increase in production. The summary. The experiments of reducing phosphorus and the increase in production in laying hens and boiler show that addition of high-efficiency phytase can reduce phosphorus emission and the environmental pollution and improve animal production performance. The recommended addition amount is 1 to 1.5 U per gram, which can reduce the use of 1 to 2 kg DCP on the basis of original formula. This is the first in the world to detect the phosphorus digestibility before and after adding phytase to feed, to ensure the determination of available phosphorus after phytase is added to the greatest extent. The enzymatic hydrolysis efficiency is more than 80%, and the released phytate phosphorus counts for at least 65% of the total phytate phosphorus. The above is my technical sharing on the application scheme of high phosphorus phytase. Thank you for your listening and welcome to Communicate. Thank you.